Ai, koe iara ia, ko te iri, ko te urunga tū, ko te urunga pai, ko te urunga mātika, ko te urunga mārangaranga e ka mā matike maranga, and welcome to the 2020 Bunnings National Touch Championships. Coming up, we have the Open Women's Grand Final, Auckland White versus Counties Manukau Black. My name is Te Aorere Pewhairangi, and joining me in the commentary box is Open Mixed Head Coach, Hika Pene e hika no mai haere mai.
Yeah, tēnā rā koutou katoa and welcome. This is a replay of last year's final, Te Aorere. Auckland Counties Open Women's. Now Auckland defending champions. Counties have gone away. It's a long time in between campaigns, and they've definitely looked. I dare say probably the favourites coming through the rounds. But as we know, when it comes to the big dance, it's anyone's show. So we've got a sprinkle of Touch Blacks on display. We've got our Touch Blacks Open Women's head coach, player coach also in there. So helping out and doing the hard mahi. So both teams just excellent. Talent on display there, Te Aorere, and I see there's been a few big appointments for this one. It's great to see. I see our officials out there. We've got Courtney Hawke, and Courtney, she has come through the grade. She's worked tirelessly. Saw Newcastle at the international level and been really impressed. We've got Cameron Wooten, and it looks like Faisal McCurdy. So congratulations to those three. People like Darren Sykes and our man Mr. McDonald there, Stewie, they go around all the fields along with the others and they just rank all the refs and they line them up last night, and these are the ones that get the big games touted.
Ai, tika tonu, as we see, Auckland have made their way out to the field. They await the arrival of their opponents, Counties Manukau Black. And e hoa, these teams are very familiar with each other, and you're also familiar with these players. Who are our guns to look out for in this one?
Oh, I was lucky enough, Te Aorere, to be part of the NRL Warriors, where I got to meet and work with some of these young ladies. It's great to see Taya Atonovich back in. She's a real grinder with a great skill set. Also coming down the list, I think it's pretty hard to go past Jamie Kolose, who's an exciting, really exciting talent. Tara Lee Turner, another young girl coming through, who's found herself in the counties from Te Tai Tokerau. Also Charlotte Davis, I think she's got to put a big circle around that name. She's been tirelessly working hard for these girls, but it's hard to go past Jean Marsh. Jean's, it'd be interesting to see how many years she's actually played in this grade, because she stays in physical condition really well. She's got a great eating plan. Savannah Asa Fuatavita, she was actually in the Auckland women's team, so she is actually a South Auckland girl. So on that side, this side, Latoya Tainui McIntyre, she will eat these girls, and she's a hard taskmaster, but that's what you demand in terms of standards and levels. Aria Tainui McIntyre, her sister Jessica Ma, she's captaining this team, and she's always in great physical condition. Keep an eye out also for Cody Tote, just to name a few.
Yeah, tika tonu tērā, as we see the last huddles before this matchup, and we need to also mention the standard of coaching both these teams have. We look at the Auckland box. I see Peter McIntyre in there and Joe Kurukanga.
Yeah, and that was the Auckland team sheet there on your screen. Coming along are there, both these coaches. I mean, Peter Mack, he's the director of coaches and is at the elite level, but also grassroots, school, and now through the women's. And here we have the Counties Manukau. We've got him, Enosa Huru Buchanan, Davis Turner, Kolose, Edwards Rua Paul, younger sister Tori Kolose, Watene, Enosa Taifo, Waka Iraya, Atonovich, Marsh, and Savannah Asafo Tavita. And that rounds off your Open Women's Counties Manukau team for this grand final.
Ai, tika tonu tērā, as we see, they make their way out to the field here. We see Counties Manukau, they will have the first carry of this grand final in the Open Women's grade. 77 teams competing across 12 grades, 272 games played here at the 2020 Bunnings National Touch Championships. So these two teams are the best of the best. And like you mentioned there, Hoa, they have gone at it in grand finals in recent years as well.
Yeah, and here we have number 5. She's on the ball, Tara Lee Turner. She'll be in this game for the whole 40. And I just see to the left of her standing at link, we have Huru. And on the other side, we have Charlotte Davis. She's in the white boots, right link. And just behind her, tucked in there, is Taya. So I have no doubt that a play is definitely going to go towards Charlotte Davis with Taya involved. Here, so, and I can just see Ari on the defensive team. They're just having a little chat, keeping an eyes up play. So both these teams have come right through this competition for 3 days, and we're about to get it on, gentlemen. So here we go. There we go, up there, Tara there, checking off to Taya. It's touch 2 on the ball there now. Just Bosun there. Here goes Charlotte. Tara's going to come on a little sweep play there. Just open side and going to dive in under, and that's the 3 that you need to watch every time they're out on the field. But hats off to Jean Marsh, because I really like the platform and the setup. So here we have it in the Uffy replay. So Bowen, Sean, she comes in, looks to feed her, and then checks off the Tara Lee with a low dive. And there we go, Counties Manukau was straight at it there, Taurere, 1-0.
Yeah, Tika Tonu, you talked about that platform, and it was a little jinking right foot by Shah just to bring that defender across just a couple more steps and to create a huge gap for that sweeping play. Good start there by Counties Manukau.
Yeah, great start there by Counties Manukau. But here go Auckland, nice and physical. In comes the winger. Oh yeah, she done well there. Great work, and that wing will work nicely there for Counties Cat. Yeah, she's a specialist winger. Here goes Latoya. Sammy Stanton's on the ball there. Just coming short side. Goes through. Yeah, good touch there. Number 1 there by Michaela Inosa Woodham, who she's also very young but a lot of experience. So Counties managed to snuff that one out. Coming through. That's a nice touch there by Sammy. Outside our defenders. There goes Crash there, stepping up and making a really good touch there. Out on the wing. Bit of a background there in the hockey. Here goes County, and this is their transition play. They're looking really smooth early on. Just checking the ball over. Nice work, and there's number 9 there for Counties on the ball. Tori Kalose. Yeah, both her and her sister Jamie there. They've got a lot of speed and a lot of skill. So here we go, straight back into it.
Tika Tonu, she's one to look out for out there as we see Tamaki Makoto look to make their way up the field. Clean transitions here by both teams. They are not strangers to this level of touch and to grand finals, so doesn't seem to be a lot of nerves out there at the moment.
Here goes Phoebe Spiel. She's going to steal. She's going to set the ball there for Aria. Beautiful left to right over in the corner. Oh, nice work there. It's going to be a great battle out on these edges between both wingers. Elisa Clemus there, but up to the task there is number 11 for Counties Cat.
Yeah, and Nosa Taifo there. It was a good chase out. She came in to follow the collapsing link, but the ball went over the top and she turned nicely to make that touch. And you talked about moments. There could be a moment that will work towards the end of this game.
And I see Mahina, older sister Paul's out there on the ball there. The number 8, she's got a lot of experience there. Merirangi Paul, younger sister's part of the New Zealand 7 Women's. Look at Tara Lee, the speed here, chucks it over the back. Got a bit of a Warriors basketball pass there, but you'll never ever stop the good players, Tara Lee, but if you can contain them as much as possible. Here we go, Aria there. Phoebe Steele, so she's a double international touch and also hockey, played at the highest level. And she's a grinder. These hockey players are super fit. On comes Vic Pune. She won it last year for the Auckland team. Kept the ball alive. Latoya there. She's going to sit there for Jessica Ma. Just kicking over there. Jess will go on a bit of a scoop there. They'll set this 33 ruck here. Latoya comes. They might run their 2-step over the top. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, beautiful work, and that's the 2-step over the top. Unfortunately, it looks like they've caught a forward pass.
Yeah, it's just that last little pass that's not sticking for this Auckland side at the moment. We know they have no shortage of experience and talent out there. Could be a little bit nerves early on in this first half.
Yeah, well, that was definitely the right play for what the defence was showing. So there's Merirangi Paul coming on here. Look at this great weak ball in 2 hands. Looks like Jamie Colossi there. I've managed to pick up a penalty there. Looks like an offside call there. Courtney Hawke, she's picked that one up. And look at really good fluidity within this game and good fives as all finals should be there.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have given a lot of huge mihi to our referees, really opening up our games out there and allowing these players to really express themselves.
Yeah, right, nice face play here. Shah Davis just going to go through the hands, probably forward out of the hand there in the corner. He's going to play through there. Good work. The phase play was, of the highest ilk when we come through with the technicality side of it. So they come through. That's a strong plant through the hands, right to left over the top, and cap, beautiful finish. And Counties go out to a 2-0 lead.
So Auckland will look to settle back into this one. We know 15 minutes is a lot of time in this first half. It's just been a bit of a slow start here for Auckland as we see a backdoor play. Jessica there, second phase as they come out to the right here, opens up for them.
That was great defence, phase defence there by Savannah Asafo Tavita. Just coming for a little short side, they're going to kill the ball on this side. Might have picked up a little nibble there, one of the Auckland players. It's going to call time while they get a sub out there. But here we go, Cat's going to roll the ball. And I like the depth of the ball that Counties are showing. So this is really good. They can just catch, pass and set the ruck. Let's touch one, that's good work. Jessica Ma out there, working hard on the outside. Let's touch two, they're really limiting the yardage. Good footwork there by Taya. That's touch three. Yeah, this is quite a big win there for Auckland, keeping Counties in their half, which is hard to do.
Yeah, it looks very congested, and as Pete said a couple days ago, very clunky in the yards. It's just a testament to some good defence there by Auckland. You usually see good defence rewarded there, but unfortunately, Counties Manukau, they rewarded the penalty.
Yeah, and it's probably why the question was asked. They were really positive there, but you've got to just move on to the next job now. So here we go. Here's Counties. Jamie Colossi has the ball. She's working with Michaela. Along comes Shannon. Yeah, nice little change up there. Yeah, they've spent a lot of time working with the stuff, little inside ball over the top. Yeah, good work there, backing it up by the Auckland winger. Excellent work. That's great work by our Auckland far winger. They've managed to pick up a penalty. Could be a touch and pass call there. Looks like the arm signal.
Yeah, tika tonu. And as we see, Counties Manukau have just been clinical in both the yards and the fence, not really allowing this Auckland side into the game. Well, we see some fresh subs coming on for Auckland. No doubt they'll look to spread the field here. Nice little check there to steal an extra 5 metres. Fourth touch, they make it past halfway here. They'll look to set a nice platform for the scoop. Fortunately, once again, it's just that stray passika.
Yeah, that's the right combination. Phoebe Steele laying a really nice platform for Sammy Stanton. Sammy's got a lot of speed and good agility, so that's definitely a good combination. And I have no doubt that that's what the game plan is. But they're moving forward. This is what they've done well with the last set. They held Counties to minimum metres. But here comes a transition. Mirirangi Paul, nice injection of energy. Checking it off there, Tara Lee. Nice bow up for Taya. They're going to go back to this platform. Look at the ball movement they have here. Nice little 32 platform through the hands. And Cat in the corner. And that's, they're going to call, that's just beautiful touch to watch. Applaud that style of touch.
Absolutely, and I like to mention our eyes up footy. As we see the replay here, it's just eyes up footy, nice little pass, and we see Twinkle Toes out on the sideline there, unfortunately. Try was not scored, so we see Tamaki Makoto coming back.
Here goes Aria working with Jessica Ma. This combination, Jess will go, she's got a lot of speed too. Let's just look in here, over the top, left to right. This is good work there from the Auckland girls. Number 10 just finished off there, Claudia Habheim, as otherwise known as Crash, number 10 winger. Also a hockey player, so there's a couple of dual codes out there. Well, here we go, lifting again, there's Cody Tote. So I can definitely see that the process and system is not to stand back on your haunches.
Yeah, absolutely, and both teams are doing it well. Not just, it's easy to be lazy on the fence, just to backpedal a bit and just let the attack come to you, but they're being proactive and they're getting back to their fives and making sure that they're getting up just to shut these yards down and not allowing a good platform towards the back end of the set.
Yeah, good work there by Ruhia Tamati and then Aria. So once they go forward, it's just that momentum and getting into the game plan. This is a nice platform here. Sammy Stanton, Latoya. Now Latoya's a real very clever player, manipulates defences really well. Sammy's looking there, going over the top left to right, and these are the right plays. It's just that last bit of the execution.
Yeah, I like that word execution because 4 or 5 times they could have scored, but unfortunately something has gone wrong for this Auckland side. But no doubt they'll look to adjust, make little adjustments to fix these things up. As we've said, there's no shortage of experience and talent in this team. Yeah, good positive yards there by Counties Manukau, and they are awarded with a penalty.
Yeah, so right, and just I guess when you're in the moment and you've got a really good feel for the game, those things aren't seen as risks. Here goes Tara. Looks like Tara there out with Taya coming over to Merirangi Paul, who's standing at right leg. She's just going to come back to the 32 platform for Taya. Bit of a long ball out to Tara, looking for a peel plate. That's great defence there by Victoria Pune. Tara Lee, look at that pass left to right. She's got a lot of skills for such a young talent.
Yeah, absolutely, and some good variation in this Counties Manukau attack, keeping this Auckland defence in 2 minds. Unfortunately, the last pass there, left to right, beautiful long ball, didn't stick. So we see Auckland making their way back up the field. Nice little right foot step there to take a few more yards. They'll bring some fresh legs on.
Talking about making their way back, we've got our roving reporter, George Yonker. He's made his way back from the sideline. George, fill us in on the energy that's going on down at ground level.
Oh, kia ora korua. It's good to be up here, man. It's sun-burning material down there. The weather is good. The ground is dry. It's a fast track, minimal wind. We're expecting a great game. The crowd is pulling up. On TV, you might not see it. Everyone's choosing the bankside there, getting a suntan. But this is action, and this is speed from the young lady. Should we say young lady? She's been in this game for many years and a dominator at number 3. Talk us through her credentials, Hikapini.
Yeah, Melissa Buchanan, who's actually living offshore, and man, what a wicked intercept. And just, stepped up into that lane, and once again, just knowing your systems and going through, but they managed to get a penalty there. And if you've just tuned in, we are at the Rotorua International Stadium, the geothermal capital of the world in Te Arawa Whenua here, and it's a beautiful day, and we're bringing you these, this is the big final here in the 2020 Bunnings Warehouse Touch Nationals Championship. Auckland playing Counties, and there's a huge rivalry here. They've got a lot of history. They play each other at club, but now they're on the big stage provincially. Here we go, just with the ball. They're just trying to find an opening there. They've still got a couple of touches. They're going to just bring the ball back to the middle. Looking here with Ruhia Tamati. She's on here. Here goes Cody Tote, left to right over the top. Beautiful pass. They're going to let this one, it looked like it left the hand backwards, drifted in the air, but what a beautiful setup, and they finally executed one.
Yeah, absolutely. They've looked to that left to right 3 or 4 times, and they finally get one. So Tāmaki Makaurau have made nice little shifts in their attack. As we see Cody there, beautiful left to right, and a nice finish there by Auckland to close the gap, 2 points to 1.
Yeah, and that's what Auckland needed, because they want history repeats itself this year. They want back-to-back titles. Counties don't want a familiar setting of last year's grand final. Last year they were uncontested throughout the tournament. They were hot to trot. They didn't get tested once. And I think it's the same this year. They've been the favourites. Haven't had a hiccup, but that didn't do justice for them last year. But right now, they're in the hot seat, looking very good.
Oh, they go through there, just found the open player. That's Savannah Asafotavita. And the platforms, how they're setting up and manipulating the defence, they're really creating these options. So that was a quick pass. And unfortunately by the Auckland winger, because it looked like Olive Hey come up she was in 2 minds. It looked like the ball was going to go to the wing. She made a decision, and Savannah was just running a really nice attack line.
With Auckland with the ball, just an update of where they've come from. They've had a great day on day 1, seeded number 1, as well as Counties. In day 2, they were in a pool where they had to be top to go through to the easy semi-final, but Auckland being upset by Otago in one of those games and had to go the hard way with an extra quarter-final. But speaking of quarter-finals, this is the grand final.
Yeah, beautiful phase play. So they run this pair move where they get a sweeper coming around at link as we go back to the SAS Sport replay, and then they just check off Ari with that's a quality plant. Jess right to left, holds the ball, draws that winger and checks off to the far winger, and that's a nice touchdown. And Auckland, they trail Counties 2-3.
That's right. And just an update with Counties taking the easier way, going straight to the semis. Auckland had to take on Canterbury, winning that game 7 points to 5. So doing the harder run to this grand final. Let's see if those legs can last today.
Yeah, Jamie Colosi, she's looking very threatening here. They're going to get a sweet play here with Charlotte Davis. She's going to come around. Oh no, they've changed it up. Just seeing what defence offered there. Oh, look like ball down there. Yeah. Yeah, that's a great change-up by Jamie. So the call was to run one play, and the defence didn't give them that shape, and so they made a quick change-up.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good little eyes-up play here. They see the link presented. She went up to make the touch, and then it was just an easy quickie on the link there, going the outside. And Counties Manukau hit back and extend the lead 4 points to 2.
Yeah, I like the way you say easy. It's easy for these girls with their skill level. I wouldn't have called that easy for me because the defender was there, but she managed to get down nice and low and do some hard yards to get that touchdown. Well done, Jamie Colosi.
Yeah, they get the ball back there. Merirangi Paul, she's driving off. Just moving the ball out here, touch 2. Oh, and they've got maybe forward pass off the ruck. I tell you what, Courtney, she's not missing anything out there, the young official, so she's got a huge career ahead of her and has found herself in the Open Women's Final, and a good work to these 3 adjudicators that are out here. Here we go, Aria McIntosh, she's got a beautiful low game. She'll come back, little low dive there, and she'll keep the defence honest. Yeah, she's just questioning. Yeah. So the touch judge, he's there. We're just looking... in our sport, we just see the hand signals, and it's a play-on rule, called the touch, but it was then called a no. So, Aria, but you've really got to make sure you've got a couple of defenders. So she'll get the ball back. This is what she does really well. She makes a defender corner hard. So she comes here, gets the ball straight back, and just slow their dives. And yeah, it was just unfortunately just a miss. And I didn't see the player call the touch.
Yeah, and there's some good honesty there with Auckland coming back, crawling their way back into this one, Georgie.
Yeah, and let's talk about this honesty thing. Well, Counties are doing some good stuff out there. That's what our game is based on, honesty and integrity. And so for this game, if you get found out to be calling phantoms, oh, that's your career gone. It sticks with you for life. So you want to be honest and do the right calls. And it was good to see Counties didn't do a call on that touch and allowed for a play-through touchdown, Auckland.
Yeah, good work there, player coach there, Latoya. She's come back from Newcastle, was a co-coach with the New Zealand 20 girls, stepping up and giving back, which is awesome to see, like her whānau has done for many years. So here they go. They managed to put what we call a stopper, where you score a touchdown, Te Aorere, and then you go back and defend one, get the ball back, and it gives you a lot of confidence.
Yeah, I go back to that kōrero that says attack will win you games and defence will win you championships, and that stopper is crucial coming after a good try, and that stopper can also be a momentum shift in the game.
And I think this is where I think Counties just need to be careful the last 2 minutes of the game. This is what happened last year. Auckland looked down and out, George, but in the last 2 minutes, just the momentum that they found through that game and that belief. So they're finishing quite strong this third to second minute. And Counties probably haven't made the right options.
Yeah, and let's go back a touch there. Inosa Taifu did a good play for a read in there, shut that down. It was momentum was going towards Auckland, but good read there. Now Counties now have the ball. They're going through their processes, getting new recruits on, fresh legs, fresh versus tired. Let's see what comes up.
Yeah, here we go, Counties again, and there's Tara Lee. This is a real hot combination with Taya. Just a little check off there, going through the hands. Charlotte Davis, a nice easy check. Yeah, and just a little bit clunky, eh? Not as smooth and as fluid as we saw in the first sort of 12 minutes.
Yeah, and it's a bit disjointed out there early on in the 1, 2, 3 count. Maybe perhaps they should just slow it down or create a bit more depth on their runs. Because, as you said, it is a bit clunky and it's not setting a very good platform towards the third, fourth, fifth touches.
Yeah. Yeah, so true. So here we come. So Aria, Jessica Ma, these girls have played a lot of touch. They're still young ladies, and here they go. This is going to be a strike combination. Jess just trying to find. They're going to get a recount. So we've got a minute, and this will be Auckland sequence play. So it's when they get the penalty, this will be the play. Aria will definitely have a dig here, I reckon. She's going to get the ball back. A little crossover quickie. Yeah, reverse quickie. Step back. Just a little there. Just looking, and they're just seeing how far in this defence is coming. I see Missy Buchanan's on the wing, so they're going to look for a little follow play. Great touch, good defence. Taya Tonovic, she's a great defender, and her and Aria are also teammates in the past. There's a lot of teammates going at the New Zealand level. 25 seconds to go. Just see a little change up here. So we're going to get Jess running with Aria, just looking to throw through. Oh, a little passing. Great work, ball down. And they're going to draw it up here, gentlemen. They've got a recount on a penalty, fifth and final, and the momentum has definitely shifted Auckland's way in the last 2 minutes. One foundation replay. So here we go, Jessica Ma, draws the defence, and Aria, a little end-to-end pass goes through and touchdown. And what a great finish there by number 1, Alyssa Clemis.
Oh, this is beautiful, and it looked like it was all counties this game. Hooter is blowing, and we look to the scoreboard, 4 apiece. Take my hat off to Auckland. That was a beautiful way of digging deep and coming back, and we just got a ball game once again, 0-0 going into the second half.
Yeah, what a great half there, Telly. A great half. You know, we've been lucky enough to do a lot of finals over the years. Us three were lucky enough to do the youth stuff. So this, you know, the standard. I think the standard of these finals is you might be up by 2 or 3, but the attitude, George, in these sort of games is that belief is so important.
Yeah, absolutely. Belief out there, emptying the tank, and also a bit of guts. We've seen in the first couple of grand finals here today, it's gone down right to the wire, and I'm predicting the same for this Auckland Counties Manukau finals. The body is shot, the mind is shot, but you just have to get out there and empty the tank.
Yeah, just want to just look at the coaching staff here. We have Davida Hati Ross, manager, player coach Jude Marsh. We also have assistant coach Michelle Ngawini, Ngariki Enosa, and Preston Jerome Fenton. So very experienced crew. And on the other side, we have Bernie Pone, who's our manager, Julie Ma, Peter McIntyre, who needs no introduction, and also Joe Kurukanga, who won gold last year. Now, here we are in the halftime talks now, George. Just looking, Coach here, Jude Marsh, what messages do you think she's sending the troops?
Yeah, it's stand and deliver. You've been here before. It's 0-0. She's got the technical nous there, so everyone is been here before, has got the experience. She'll just give him the fine tuning. She'll stick in there. There was a phase there that Auckland got the momentum, so the message will be simple to them. Do our jobs and we will deliver.
Now, with Auckland, Chaurere, how did you see them sort of claw their way back into, I guess, that raid that County started off with?
I think it just comes down to trusting their processes. We see they were down by 2 points, but they didn't go away from their game plan. They didn't go away from their structures. They didn't go away from what they have practiced. And that's just having self-belief in what you've trained and bringing it out there. And we saw that momentum shift before the end of that first half, and this Auckland side clawing their way back.
Just want to pay credit. You can see both their touchdowns come down to this right-hand side, this right-hand corner. So what I believe is it comes down to a bit of that live coaching, George, that Peter Mack has definitely seen probably just the slightest of kinks in the County's defence, because both of those tries have come to this right-hand corner.
Yeah, and there's going to be no problem when it's technical nous. Either team has got no flaws in that area, and the experience is there so they can do those little feed-ins. They don't have to go back to fundamentals. This is a class act. This is going to be a class second half.
And here we have it is the tap-off on the second half. Aria McIntyre, Tairui has the ball. There's Vic Pune, Bowen and Cody Tote. Jessica Ma's going to come on a bit of a sweep play, bit of a crusher sender back. Aria's coming through. It's a phase. They're going to come open side. That's great work. Excellent work. They're going to go through. It's a play-through. Beautiful defence by Counties. Looks like it was touched in the air, bit of a recount.
Yeah, they do get the ball back here. So we see another sweeping play from this Tāmaki. They love to go to the second phase play.
Oh, Cody Tote. Beautiful touchdown on the face, Tauriri.
Yeah, tika tonu. I said second phase, and then they went third phase, and then they found a gap Kauri Taute, nice little dive here. Here's the third phase. Ball off the deck. Beautiful dive.
And in the left hand too, we'll call it phasing. So we're evolving in the commentary. Also, here we go. It's Michaela, younger sister of hardworking Ashlyn. There's Ashlyn on the ball now, number 12. Just trying to, I guess, move this defence laterally. That's Jamie Karose. She's got a beautiful long game too, long pass. There goes Michaela. Oh, this is a nice change-up. She's going to go through. Look at that ball in the air, full flight. And Auckland, this is that stopper we talked about, George, in the first half. They scored. They've come down, defended them out. And they look very composed with the ball now, Auckland.
Yeah, if we take a step back and look at role reversal. So Counties came out strong. Mate, they look like they're going to set the place on fire. Now the second half, Auckland have come out on fire, and they're setting the second half on fire.
Yeah, look at Latoya, massive metres up the middle there. And this is great. This is good energy from Counties. Putting pressure in what we call the orange zone, the transition zone. And that's the fifth and final touch, and Auckland haven't managed to get over the halfway. That's a massive win for Counties. They really disrupted their momentum.
Huge defence there from Counties Manukau. And I've mentioned that before, it's about energy and enthusiasm. Not only the players on the field, but you hear the sub-box calling out every touch there, giving confidence and giving energy to those players on the field. Great defence, Counties Manukau.
Beautiful day here in Rotorua. This is, if you've just tuned in, this is the Open Women's 2020 final here. It's a great, there's nothing in it. It's a big tussle. Auckland leading Counties 5-4. Merirangi Paul there, getting the ball. She's got a lot of speed, a lot of skill. Yeah, nice little hop there. Good work, good pass there. Off and Melissa Buchanan in the corner. I've never seen, actually, Missy might have played a little bit of wing way back in the NTS touch days, but that's a real team player. She's normally an attacking middle, but she's found herself on the wing. And look at the skill set, two hands touch, ball down, and you've got to stay eyes on for the whole set.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm loving that double pump there by Paul. And this is things that they practice, just some good timing, just some little tricks to create space. Counties Manukau hit back.
Yeah, here's Latoya. Also with, that's Vic Pone. We've got Sammy Stanton there. She's got a lot of speed. She might feed Sammy back here. There goes Vic, just trying to find an offside player there. Yeah, play through rule. Just managed to get onside there. Charlotte Davis, good work. Pulled a nice defensive line. Here goes Latoya through the hands. Sammy there just trying to work with the player. Throws it out just to buy a little bit of time. Gives away the penalty, but you can set your defence there.
Tika tonu. So, in the second half, just over 16 minutes to go, we still haven't seen a huge gap between these players and these provinces. And it's a testament to their fitness, to their attitudes.
Yeah, look at the rhythm they have now. That's touch 3. They've got over halfway. Ball's come back in there and just moving the ball with ease. Here's Jamie Karose, number 6. Merirangi Paula come and set a nice platform. That's fifth and final. Jamie comes through off her left foot, goes through the hands. Merirangi plays through. It's a play on rule over the top, touch and pass. But once again, you've got to play right through till the whistle blows, George.
Yeah, talking about this is a class act, the skill level, the passing under pressure, over the top, through the middle, step backs, keeping alive. It's been phenomenal. This is a great game. What a celebration today. International Women's Day, and these ladies are putting on a show for all the people at home.
Yeah, mana wahine up in here. So here we go, Jessica Ma with Aria. This is a good combination. They're going to get a recount, or they just probably tried to push the pass. Just trying to manipulate that defence and isolate that player.
And that's good defence there by Counties Manukau. We've seen in the last 2 or 3 minutes, it's been a real grind and a real arm wrestle out there. And Counties Manukau putting enough pressure on there just to create that error, allowing them back into the green zone for an attacking set.
Oh, I think both teams have really started a lot more running, open running. Good work, beautiful dive there by the defender and the attacker. And I'll tell you what, if we were going for a dive tomorrow, I'd ask those two ladies to come and help out and get us some powers. And here it is. It's based, I think, George, you know, you've played in a lot of big games internationally all over the globe. I think set completion could be the difference this half.
Yeah, exactly. Counties have been getting down to the line. They've had 2 crucial wins through the midfield, which has put them on attack back into this game. So there's been a shift both ways. It's that battle of the middle you talked about. Touch 1, touch 2, win that. 3, 4, win that. And then on the back end, you can put something nice on. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, no, Waina Prime, we probably haven't mentioned her name enough. She's number 12 there for Auckland, just sitting that link, just going through her business. Looks like they're going to get a little sweep play here. Just trying to readjust. It's the pressure that counties are putting on. That's a lot better. They're going to step off here. There goes Sammy Stanton. She's got a lovely pass. And what a finish in the corner. Great touchdown. It looks like it was a bobble, but we're soon going to see. We do have the advantage. Yeah, unlucky. It just looked like the ball bobbled. Here we have in the Domi replay. So I think they set this up perfectly. It's Sammy Stanton, left to right over the top. Gets the ball. Yeah, we've got the advantage of the replay, gentlemen.
Yeah, exactly. We got replays out there. They've got teamwork as referees. He used the sideline person that was in the perfect position to see that one, closer than we are, and caused the ball to ground. Great pass from Sammy Stanton. You know her well in the New Zealand Open mixed scene. I don't know what she's doing now, but I'm sure she can take her pick of women's all mixed to put her name down for a trial. You can tell me more about that.
Yeah, it's good. She had a really nasty injury, so it's good to see Sammy back playing, running and enjoying her touch. Here we are back live. The score is 5-all. There's nothing in this one. These are the two best teams this year at the Open Women's Nationals for 2020 at the Rotorua International Stadium. Latoya McIntyre comes on now, and also Cody Tote, and she's had a great game so far. Cody set up one and finished one, and she's got a lovely platform. There goes Jessica Ma through the hands there, and this time, great defence once again by the county's winger. And I think it's a really great clash for both wingers. We've got an expert in there with Taurere.
Yeah, they're really doing their jobs well out there. As a winger, as an attacking winger, you don't get many opportunities. So when the ball comes, you do try to capitalise on every opportunity you do get. And it's the same on the fence as well. Sometimes you have to make those big plays, those big reads. And just like scoring a try, it's just important to save one.
Yeah, beautiful, and it's just coming down to execution now. I like Huru come on the field and stayed a nice platform. These girls, the skill level there, nice defence, just lifting up in defence, and counties have obviously spent a lot of time, and it's great to see teams focusing on this fly defence through what we call the orange zone. Did they check off again and get another one? Just want to shout out to Tori Kolosi. She's got a big workload on her.
Yeah, you picked it well. She got a nice quickie in there, and she's been working hard throughout the tournament. Her and her coach, Jean Marsh. It's a surprise to see her on the sideline making the choice to just be a coach today, because she has been on fire all tournament, leaving it to the young troops today and adding her soul and heart in the coaching box today.
Yeah, well said, Georgie. So here we go again. Just coming up, marching up the field, and, Missy, once again, just... having a winger with a skill set of a middle out there, eyes up, can throw 10, 15-metre passes. It's definitely an asset in that skill set.
Yeah, you're right on the money there. And if you want to look at some replays over the past, NTS, look it up on YouTube. You'll see how good that lady is.
Taurere just going on the 10-minute mark. Counties, they still look very threatening in attack.
Yeah, absolutely. They just need their last little pass to stick. And this is a huge opportunity for Counties Manukau. We haven't seen a full repeat set, attacking set for this second half. So let's see how they go here. They'll go to these low-risk plays, 1 and 2, before opening up to the 3 threes and the 32 plays.
Yeah, I can just see a lot of nice depth. Jessica Ma stepped up. That's great work from her. She's made a touch. And look at that shutdown. Catch and pass, unlucky. But that's pressure. So the defensive systems there, right there, I think that's A-class. Jessica Ma got right out, made the touch, which gave the defenders on her inside time to get back and put pressure, George.
Yeah, they're back in their skill set, Counties, because there was an opportunity probably for a second phase there. They've been hitting every pass nicely, just under the pressure with a nice shutdown, all due to Jess, what she did there, and allowed the winger to shut down nicely and put the pressure for a forward pass.
Here goes Sammy Stanton. Just going to try and... This is good work from Latoya. She really knows what players to run and what plays to play through rule. What are we going to do here? He's going to call a penalty, yeah. And that's just the smarts of Latoya. Really like how we call it loading a short side. And she loaded that short side and let Sammy run. Taurere.
Yeah, tika tonu. I like the way they are shifting the ball and working not only the middle of the field, but going to the edges as we see this pan play. And it's a beautiful backdoor touch was called.
Yeah, and like George said, working tirelessly as a team, the officials, and man, it's a tough one, this one. Here we go, Latoya. She's got a beautiful pass on it too. They're going to run this phase play, and I think phase is the name of the game for the Auckland Girls. They're going to get a ball to hand, just lifting down. Both teams are just really testing each other to the limit.
Yeah, absolutely, and they have two contrasting styles. We see this phase, patient play by Auckland. They go to their second and third phases, but this county's Manukau side, they're backing their catch-pass abilities out there as we see them make their way with beautiful yards up the middle. Strong scoop here.
Yeah, Tori Colossi, there she is there. I've just really enjoyed it. Look at that inside pass. And that's the injection of energy in this, and it's probably what we were waiting for, who was going to sort of falter.
Absolutely, and it's beautiful injection there from this county's Manukau side. And it doesn't have to be the big play. Sometimes it's just the hard and direct carry, and it's just an easy pop there. Good setup there by Tori Colossi.
Oh, great touchdown. And there's some good skill sets, mate. These guys have been well trained. They've done their homework with a lot of players in the New Zealand systems, in the PTL systems, in the youth systems. So they're no stranger to the skill set. And that's why we're saying, oh, that's an easy try. But for the average human, mate, that's impossible.
Yeah.
Here we go. Talk about impossibility. Sammy Stanton, she is everywhere in the last 10 minutes. How good has she been in the second half, Hikapenny?
Yeah, great. And just credit to Maya Jean Wate, who touched down for counties. So here we go. Ari's on the ball. There, that's good defence. They go through. Beautiful. Yeah, so the defence just left probably a half a step too early. But once again, I just like the variation and Auckland's attack. They're going very wide, They can see a little bit of space outside these wingers.
That's right. Here we go with a fresh set of 6 with the sweet play on the link. Looking good. Jess Maher's been delivering. Referee's doing the finger pointing. He's happy with that touch.
Yeah.
But just think about it. That's touch number 2. Still 4 more to come. I'll hate to be out there on defence.
Cameron Wooten, he's been on the money. He's situated himself in the right place. Oh, and just a little error. But there's plenty of time in this one. 7 minutes. Counties lead Auckland 6-5. This is the Open Women's 2020 final, George, and man, we're just going, it's this beautiful touch we love to watch end to end.
Oh, it's been beautiful touch over the last 3 days. I want to do a shout out to our main man, Te Aorere Pewharangi, who's been leading the commentary team for all 3 days. And if you've been listening to him, this man knows his stuff. He hasn't lost a big game since 2012. And this is big game stuff out here, so Te Aorere, you know all about it. What's the secret to not losing a big game, mate?
I guess it goes back to moments. You only have maybe 2 or 3 big moments in the game, and you just have to put your hand up as we see the replay here. Counties Manukau, unfortunate to miss out here, looking to extend their lead, but we see Tāmaki Makaurau back on the attack.
Yeah, both these combinations that they've had, Phoebe there with Sammy Stanton. Just running this, oh nice, just goes off the right foot, running through. Yeah, touch pass there. Young Tara Lee, if there's one thing she's known for, it's her speed. So it's speed on speed, and she won that contest.
Yeah, Tara Lee, you'll know that name. If you've watched Touch on YouTube, Sky, you've seen her quite a bit, but she looks a little bit different today because she's sporting the Counties Manukau, black, red and white. She's from the far north, Te Tai Tokedo.
Oh, beautiful hands, check it out. Charlotte Davis, she just saw a corridor down that far wing and snuffed through, and then Jamie Colossi backed her up like all good players, moving it out now to Michaela. There goes Jamie, she's going to feed Michaela, just looking for inside dive. Inside defender was there. Sammy Stanton doing what she does, putting her body on the line, and the attack and defence is just off the highest level, George.
Yeah, with just over 4.5 minutes to go, this game has delivered 11 touchdowns in all. 5-6 to Counties. Counties do have the lead. Can they hold on? Do they have the legs? I know Auckland want it. They'll be back. So let's see what happens, guys.
Yeah, Cody Tote there. There goes Latoya. Jess Marsh is going to have a scoop here. She's going to have a look there, using her feet there. Yeah, that's a penalty. So the rule there, George, is once I touch as a defender, I pick a line, I can't change my line, can I, George?
Yeah, pretty much so. And if you're going back, you can't deviate to obstruct a player. Sometimes you can slightly get away with changing directions, as long as there's no obstruction. They kind of obstructed there, so the penalty was well awarded for the referee.
Yeah, Cody's in my diving team already.
Mate, she has been outstanding.
There it is.
She has been outstanding, and you caught it. There it is.
There it is, yep. I mean, look how low Cody gets. And it's a left-hand too, so she gets it, get the ball back and just under there. Yeah, and it's great honesty there. Also, Ashland, we talked about the honesty in our game, the values, and we're just going at it. It's 6-all. I don't know where this game's going to go, gentlemen.
Well, I know where it's going from me, and it's off the edge of my seat. This is hot to trot. You know all about it. Te Aorangi, you haven't lost. Oh, Te Aorere, Changas, I am. I'm getting tongue-tied. It's full on the ball, action-packed adventure here today.
Yeah, here it is. They just go. So this is a set play on the tap-off. They get Tarali with the ball, and she just teases this outside defence, so she gets the ball, and Merirangi Paul running a beautiful attacking line. Now Counties go straight back at it, so for a long period there was no touchdowns. Everyone was just going end to end. Now we've had 2 in a row. Te Aorere.
Yeah, absolutely. As we see Tamaki Makaurau making their way up the field. This could be the difference here. If Counties can defend this set out. Good defence so far.
Yeah, Savannah there, it's just standing at the right length there. They run a little sweep dummy play there. There's Ruhia Tamati there on the ball. She's going to feed back Sammy. She's just going to use her agility work. Oh, inside, outside. Beautiful work. Great honesty from Kat. Beautiful work there. But, man, the skill level is amazing.
Ai tika tonu, and dare I say it, we could be looking at extra time here as we watch the replay. It's a beautiful right to left, bit of a juggle. Nice regather.
Sammy Stanton stand up. She's played outstanding in this game and really standing out. Here we go. Just a little sweep play here. Looks like Tori Kolose. She's just standing there. On the ball there, we got number 10, Maya Jean Watene. There goes Tori. She's played really well this game, Tori. Coming in again, Merirangi Paul. She's got a lovely long ball too, Merirangi. Oh, a little short pass there. Yes, set of 6, and that's a big win for Auckland. So, gentlemen, we got we're under 2 minutes. It's 7-all. Auckland Counties. Auckland are the reigning champions. Counties are looking to get their title back that they held for so many years. So many years. So here we go. They've picked up a penalty. Managed to pick up a penalty there. Cameron Wooten, I think it's offside. Might have been a heavy touch. But Auckland, this could be going to a drop-off. We've seen a drop-off in the 30 men's game early on. How do you see this going? Aria's out on the field now.
Yeah, absolutely. Auckland have the right field position and they have the right people out there. They look to come to this sweet play. Unfortunately, a little error there. So, Counties Manukau will have one more roll of the dice. They'll look to go end to end. But we could be going to extra time here.
Yeah, I think this is where you've got to put a lot of pressure defensively. So I think they're going to get Tara Lee out there on this one. Here comes young Tara. Look at Missy Buchanan. She's still out there too. Taya, nice little sweet play. Oh, and just a bit of pressure. Now Auckland. And I guess, I've never been on this big stage like yourself there. You guys won a final in a drop-off, Te Aorere, 1 year. So what are the key things you want to go through, when the games are this tight?
I think it's just staying composed and staying to your structures. We do see some people stray from what they know.
Yeah, when you say staying composed, what does that mean? So how do we do that, staying composed, being in the moment under pressure? Is it just certain people have that composure and you want them to have the ball?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I don't know if it's something you can coach or something that you're born with. But Ehikama, here we are, full-time hooter. Auckland are your Open Women's National Champions, beating Counties Manukau, and an amazing final out there, Hika.
Oh, you talk about, when you start your campaign, coming to nationals, and how much hard work you got to put in. And obviously for both these teams, they've worked tirelessly through the whole touch season, and they've found themselves here. And a lot like last year, Auckland came back. They just I think this thing, belief, both teams have it. I look at the speed and the skill set of Counties. Beautiful team to watch. But in the end, Auckland, they just had that right player on the ball at the right time, and they're going to take home the gold medal.
Yeah, tika tonu. And you talked about hard work. I know for myself personally, at some of those fitness trainings, you do question why you play the sport, but this is what it's all about. Auckland are your back-to-back champions in this open women's grade, beating Counties Manukau, Ihikama, but don't go too far because we have a lot more action coming up. But a game this Counties Manukau team will be proud of, Ewa.
Yeah, I'd like to highlight, I think players just on both teams, I think really stood up really well. I was really impressed with Tori Kolose. She added some nice injection and through the whole game. Tara Lee Turner, seeing her, she's only a young girl, still at college, standing up at this level. Beautiful to see, and great work for Jean. Marsh making sure that the young player of Tara could come down and play at this level and help with her progression in the game. Hats off also to Taya Atonovich, beautiful player to watch, trains her guts out and always shows up to these tournaments in really good condition. On the other side, we have Latoya, who's just led this group wonderfully.
Yeah, tika tonu. So it was a very clinical performance out there by this Auckland side. We saw Counties Manukau come in guns blazing, but it was Auckland who trusted their processes and just clawed their way back into this one. As we wait for Georgie, we will get a sideline interview after this one.
Just looking at these images, pictures here, just look at the respect between both teams. Tell you, they just work like I see. It's, you actually get really tired, once the final hurdle's gone, because you've actually followed a schedule, rigorously for the whole week, and then now you can just sort of, relax and just soak it all up.
Yeah, absolutely, and you do see the respect between the two teams. They are from two different provinces, and they also are good mates down there out on the field. So no doubt they will be celebrating together as we see Auckland, all the stress, all the pressures, all the hard work. And as you mentioned, it all pays off for this team from Tāmaki Makaurau today.
And we're going to throw to George Onke now down on sideline.
Oh my goodness, let me take a breath. I am overexcited. This is history repeats. Jess, how are you feeling? Because I can't talk right now.
I'm just absolutely stoked, especially with the girls. We've had a rough season this year and it's been tough, but we just wanted to come here and play our hardest and do it for all those people that could have.
I love hearing your story. I talked about
What about that? That's internal mic. I've gone through everything.
You led by example out there. There were two other girls that I liked in that second half, Sammy Stanton and Cody. How good were they for you guys?
Honestly, we needed them for their legs and that's exactly what they did. Sammy, when she picks and she goes, she's unstoppable, and that's what we needed from her, and that's what she did. And Cody the same. She hurt her shoulder yesterday, but she's just coming for the grind anyway. He's proud of them.
And the last thing, the brains trust and the athlete trust. There's no problems with your athletes. That's why we saw such a high caliber game. Skill sets galore from both teams. And I talk about the technical nous of the coaching panel. Just feeding the information to you and you guys delivering. I know you've got the best of the game, Peter McIntyre there, but how does it go with the girls getting that information?
Honestly, Pete's the GOAT. The things he says, when we do it, it works. And then when we come back to the box and he's like, why didn't you do what I say? It's going to work. And we do it and it works. And the experience we have in the team with Latoya as well. Pete's daughter is just next to none. She offers so much as well.
And the last one, to the people at home that don't know, these ladies have been fighting all through the tournament, did it the hard way today, an extra game, and in the dying moments, you pulled it back. How does your heart feel? How does your body feel?
I feel absolutely stoked. My body is wrecked, but I feel like I've got so much energy to keep going. I'm just so stoked.
Well done. I'll let you celebrate with the girls. I pulled you away. Get over there and go and history repeats and talk with the celebrations. Guys, this has been a great start for Mana Wahine with International Women's Day. These ladies have set the tone for the rest of the day. We'll be back with the next Open Grand Final. See you soon. Touch. What a game.
Here we are back live at the Rotorua International Stadium. This is coming to you via Sky Next on your box there back at home. But that was an unbelievable final. There was